can't stand the heat to get out the wild. When I roll into the Wild West, when I stroll into the Wild West, when I bounce into the Wild West, we going straight to the Wild West.
And a choo-choo. Welcome to the Premier Train, everybody. Again, this is every Saturday, 8 of our friends that are content creators get together and we make a Premier Train, 8 videos in a row. They're 15 minutes each, back to back, and we really hope you guys enjoy. And yes, now I'm up, and today I'm going to be talking about my ultimate plan to get the gold. And yes, this stuff. Okay, maybe that's not real gold, but let's talk about the gold stack. All right, so when I first started, I was so skeptical of the gold. I've gotten burned in the past. In fact, we'll go over that here in a bit. But one of my favorite things that I've discovered is the gold back. And if you can tell, I've been having fun. Oh, look at this. Like the Wyoming 10, Utah 5. They're just beautiful. And this is more of a novelty. I remember like I was picking these up for about $3 for each of these. They have kind of gone up in value. Some were $4. Those $5 ones go from anywhere from like 18 to 22 bucks a piece, like these ones. And in fact, I was told by a subscriber that the New Hampshire 1s and 5s are actually now more of like a collectible. Let's see if I have any of those in there. I think I do. I thought I picked up one of every of the smaller denominations only. So let's see here, Nevada. There it is. Okay. So this New Hampshire is apparently a collector's edition now because this was the 2020. You can see it right there. They've got a new redesign. I think the new one looks way better. It's like they just improved everything. This is different. It's right along the side now. But yeah, so something cool. But my little tiny gold stack of gold backs, guess what, folks? I'm going to show you how much gold is in all those gold backs. You're probably going to laugh because it looks like it's a lot. But here you go. All that gold is nothing more than 1/10 of a troy ounce. Just like this 4/9 fine Britannia. So all this gold, while it looks really cool, and I mean it actually feels pretty hefty, but it's just because of all that plastic. So it feels like I have a chunky gold stack, but in all reality, all this stuff right here, I probably paid close to $400, $500 for, yet it's just this. It's just a 1/10. So again, it's a collectible. I'd rather have the coins. Real quick on top of that, I did pick up some of these silverbacks, and these are truly collectible because they only made 100,000. You could see the number right there. So I was in the 41,000 range. And apparently the first editions, they had like purple on them. I did not get any of those. So I picked up 5 of these. I just thought that'd be fun. Once again, these are nothing but collectors, but still something really cool. But I mean, they were like $10 a piece. So come on, definitely a collector's thing. Don't be stacking these. Only get them if you want to collect them. Okay, so now let's talk about the patterns that I've been talking about earlier, right? So my gold stack is just not that big. Here, look, here's my 2 biggest gold coins. There they are. It is nothing more than a Kookaburra from 2021 and the Britannia. And really, I really like this Britannia because of the security feature. I have taken it out of this capsule though. I had it tested at a coin shop, and yes, it did test just fine. So if you could tell, I'm just not that big into gold. And let's show off what caused me to not like it so much. Here it is. Oh boy. Okay, so I've told the story before, but when I first started buying gold, gold was around $800 an ounce US. And I was picking up these gold carat bars. They're 4/9 fine. They are serialized. And these like little credit card holders. They came from Germany. And I was picking these up for like $45 a piece. Wasn't too happy about it, so I just quit on the gold altogether. And I stuck to silver. And you know, I have really been enjoying the silver. Anything from like silver dollars. Those are really fun. Like there's a 22. Ooh, it's an S. Cool. But just a bullion like this, 2021 Silver Eagle. There's another one, a 2020. So these are really fun coins. I've been collecting a lot of the silver. In fact, one of the patterns I've noticed, I'll just do this. This is a funny pattern here, is the difference between the cost of these two coins. Now, currently, I've seen this 2022 1 kilo on eBay, and it's going for $1,600. Buy it now. Whereas the 2020, you're not going to find. The last time I saw it, I think it was like $2,800 or it was $3,200. It went up a lot. And this all had to do with, I think, the scamdemic that was going on. When this one came out, I paid a pretty penny. This was an $1,100 coin. And, today, if you're looking at silver at around, $23 an ounce, it's not too bad of a deal. You have to remember, it is a coin. It's 4/9 fine. Cook Islands. But comparison, last July, that's right, 2022 July, I picked this one up for $765 shipped from Hero Bullion. Isn't that crazy? Look at that. It's like $400 difference between these two coins, and it was all because of the time that I bought it. Now, the 2020, I didn't really have a choice. It was in, I think, August that I purchased this one, and because of the whole delay and everything, I think that's why there was no release in July. So these ones should be coming out in July again if they're going to do a 2023, and I might pick that up. I might not, but let me just tell you why. Because I have a plan to play against the odds. All right, so my gold stack's rather weak. I know it. I may have a lot of silver, but I've got just a lot of really fractional stuff like the quarter grains. I've only been buying really small stuff like, what's this one, a 1 grammer. Beautiful Britannia bar, but again, that's just a 1 gram gold bar. And so I'm trying to build up my gold stack. It's really hard. Another 1 grammer. And so my idea is to go ahead and save up and not buy a bunch of silver or gold. And I'm going to try to buy all my gold in July. And I'll probably add some silver in there too. So I'm not going to be purchasing any silver for basically a month. No gold, nothing. We're going to wait until July. We're going to hopefully see those prices drop down. I'm expecting it to be a little less than $25 an ounce for silver. Gold, I think it's going to be $1,800 roughly in that price range. And I think they're just going to make the stock market keep going up. That's my idea. I don't know if it'll work. So let's just look over some of my other little tiny fractional gold. These are cool because the prancing horse there does kind of move. You can see him kind of moving there. Those are those Kind bars out of Austria. And they're really cool because they're 4/9 fine. Again, fractional gold. It's fun stuff. But boy, the premiums on this are extravagant. I mean, I've seen these ones because they have the VeriSign going for like $80 a gram. That's a little crazy. And so my plan is to stop all of this fractional stuff. That's right. No more 1 grams, no more 5 grams. In fact, I'm not even going to do the 1/10. My plan is to save up and basically drain my bank account, and we're going to go in on 1 ounce coins. Finally get the lowest premium possible. And if you notice, I said coins, not bars, not rounds, just because they seem to be more liquid. When the prices go up, everybody wants the gold coins, whether they're Britannia, Krugerrands, Gold Eagles. It doesn't matter, even Gold Buffaloes. So I think my first choice, because I'm in the US, would be Gold Buffaloes. And the second choice would be the Gold Eagle. The Buffaloes are 4/9 fine. Those Eagles are 3/9 fine. It just seems like the premium's about $100 difference on those coins when they're really the exact same gold content. So that's going to be an interesting challenge for me. But I am going to stay away from these bigger gold pieces like this 5 grammer. I mean, this is beautiful. I wouldn't mind picking up the silver version of these. They have them in all sorts of different sizes now. I just saw a 100 gram one come out, and that's new. It used to only be in the 10 ounce. So I don't know. It's kind of a crazy idea, guys. I'm just going to let that bank account try to pad itself up the most it can. And then I'm just going to make one purchase of all the 1 ounce coins I can get. Crazy, I know, but who knows? It might just work. And let's just talk about Justice real quick. I love these coins. They're 2021, but it's a great explanation of what is happening These are from Gibraltar. Yes, they are a coin, 1 pound. You can see they're 3 9s fine silver. But the one reason I like to bring these coins up is just because look at Lady Justice there. So she's holding her balancing scales, her sword of justice. But what is she? She's totally blinded. That's right. So Justice is blind right now. And I think that's what's really going on with our stock market and everything else. I mean, let's just take a look at, for instance, Bud Light. We know what's the controversy going on with them. We know their sales are down. They're not number 1 anymore. They're now the number 2 company for beer in the U.S. Yet their stock doesn't seem to be doing much. It's like it's all fake. Almost like we're being blinded about what's really happening. And so that's why I think it's a good idea to obviously have some cash reserves, but not to have too much money in your accounts. It's just too dangerous where it could disappear. They could say hackers took your money overnight, but your bills are still all due. And so I think that's why I'm going to wait till July and make my move then. And remember, I have been watching this. I've been stacking now for almost 3 years. And it seems like every July, there's always this dip. And that's when all the central banks go in and they're picking up all this shiny gold stuff. I mean, they're grabbing the big chunky bars though. But they are adding the most gold ever to their central bank accounts ever in history. So we're seeing everybody grabbing the gold if they're big and rich, you know, these big central banks. But as poor folks, the average folks are struggling just to pay regular bills. I mean, I know food is super expensive, folks. Trust me, it's crazy out there. Gas prices are high. And just to let everybody know, I am fighting inflation by having to make sacrifices myself. I sold my truck. It was a beautiful F350. It was a turbo diesel. And of course, I bought it brand new, paid off. But it was just getting too expensive and it was not needed. It was a luxury item to me. And so I sold it and I bought my wife a car. And here's a crazy thing. I learned a sweet tax trick because I sold my truck for more than the vehicle we were purchasing, which was a hybrid Honda Insight, a brand new. We didn't have to pay any sales tax on that new vehicle purchase. I mean, that saved us like almost $5,000, which was crazy. So now we've got another vehicle that is more practical. My wife drives that one, actually. I'm just driving the SUV. But it was a sacrifice I made in order for my family to be further enhanced, you know, in this crazy economy where inflation is out of control, prices are out of control. It's insane. So I hope you guys join me and pick up some gold and silver in July. Save up. Now's the time. Act like it's that Black Friday sale coming up. All right, everybody. Well, thanks so much for stopping by. I'm so glad that you got to see my crazy stacking story and my plan in order to add some of this shiny gold stuff to my stack. All right, everybody. Well, thanks so much for stopping by. This is WildWest Stacker saying everybody have a good one.
Break out before you get bum rushed.